The last set of devil fruits has officially sold out. That's right, and you know what that means? We had to restock. Naturally, since the Warlords aren't on the greatest terms with the world government right now, we thought it would be a perfect time to swoop in and scoop up some Warlord devil fruits. We got 4 of them today, and as such, we'll be looking at the Suna Suna or Sand fruit, the Kage Kage or Shadow fruit, the Nikyu or Paw Paw fruit, and the Mero or Love fruit. If you want more devil fruit sales in the future, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you know when they go up for sale. But for now, let's talk about the Sand fruit. Once owned by the smuggest and most overly cocky man to ever grace the sea, the Sand fruit was originally used by Crocodile. The Sand fruit was a Logia fruit with amazing versatility. Crocodile was able to sense just about the entire environment around him using his sand. From people moving to underground rivers, everything was in his range. But that isn't so important when we look at his bread and butter abilities. Simply by touching things, Crocodile is able to absorb the moisture from that object and cause it to shrivel up or crumble. The only thing he can't dehydrate is metal. Being a sand human isn't all beaches and sunshine though, as the sand fruit might have the heaviest weakness to water among any fruit. If any liquid touches Crocodile, he will solidify and become tangible. That being said, Crocodile can always just dehydrate the liquid being sent his way if he isn't caught off guard or gets the opportunity to do so. Other abilities of the fruit include being able to create a blade of fast-moving sand through the ground to slash his opponents with Desert Spada, or he can just make an actual blade in his hand with Desert Girasol. If he plunges this blade into the ground, it will collapse and become a pit of quicksand. Barjan is essentially a scythe blade of sand that follows Crocodile's hand and dehydrates anything it touches. And what might be Crocodile's most iconic attack is Sables, allowing him to produce a sandstorm or sand tornado. Finally, there is Grand Secco, which allows Crocodile to dehydrate a huge area around him. All of these attacks also have enhanced versions as well, not to mention that Crocodile could essentially fly or at the very least levitate by partially turning into sand. For this insanely powerful Logia, you're looking at a price of about 2 billion berries. Next up, let's talk about the most pawful fruit of all, the Paw Paw fruit. A devil fruit which turned the only man who's more of a bear than I am into a paw human. First and foremost, this fruit turns the palms of your hands into bear paws. However, this minor deformity is probably worth it as you can use these paws to repel anything. This goes from swords to bullets to even air itself. If you think Luffy can bounce things, Kuma is able to bounce things in ways Luffy wishes he could. Kuma was able to make pressure cannons and shockwaves, repel attacks, or even compress air into massive bursts of air pressure that blow everything in the area back, even essentially taking out Oars Jr. on its own. Finally, Kuma can move with great speed by repelling the air behind him, launch others anywhere he wants, sending them flying at incredible speed for 3 days and nights, or even repel the pain and injury a person has sustained and create a physical manifestation which can be inflicted onto others. But from what I've heard, that's basically nothing. This fruit is top tier when it comes to defense and mobility. Not to mention with those paws, your furry cosplay will be one step closer to becoming reality. And all of this for the low price of 700 million berries.
Say, Axel, get your butt in here.
Oh, well, it seems the boss wants me. Tyne, you'll have to take over for now.
Okay. Where did he leave off? Oh, the shadow fruit. The fruit allowed Gekko Moria to manifest shadows and tangible forms, which he could remove and control by shoving them into corpses and creating his own zombie army. Something which are especially useful at Marineford, if you guys didn't know that, by the way. Also, Marineford is a place where endless corpses were being produced. Anyone with a shadow that Moria was controlling could have their bodies converted in any way or shape that he wanted. With that being said, ingesting salt will remove the shadows from these zombies, and if the person who had their shadow stolen goes into the sunlight, they will burn up and die, and their shadow will be erased as well. Furthermore, the original owners will also lose the reflections and can't be photographed, so it's almost like a vampire sort of thing. Moria could also manifest their own shadow as a copy of themselves, which would fight for him and defend him. which especially as it is invulnerable to him. He can also warp locations with his shadow at will to protect himself. Finally, Moria could absorb shadows into himself to grow larger and get a massive power boost. Also, but one more hella important thing is that Moria could take these little shadows and make them into like small little shadow bats that are extremely cute. And so we will be selling the shadow fruit for the low price of 500 million berries. And also, our last fruit of the day will be the love fruit, which used to belong to Boa Hancock, the biggest strength of which was turning others to stone if they felt any lust for you. If someone doesn't feel attracted to you, they can still be turned to stone by Boa striking them physically, even working on Pacifista. Boa was able to shoot arrows, hand pistols, kisses, and wind at people in order to have them turn to stone if they felt lust towards her. There isn't too much more to this fruit, but if you're hot, this fruit can go a long way. That being said, obviously, if you aren't, well, this thing is basically useless. As such, we are selling this fruit for only 400,000 berries.
Alright, I'm back. You can get out of here. Thanks so much for covering for me, Tyne. And if you guys want to see more of him, you can definitely go check out his channel, shop, in the link down below. We'll restock on devil fruits as soon as we can, so let me know which one of these you're interested in while they're still available. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for visiting, and until next time, remember to stay excellent.